Hey guys, Paul Morrow here again, doing a big news recap for Wednesday, 8 October. Here we go. So, we have a lot to cover today, so I might do two of these videos, but I want to go first to the fact that DOJ very clearly still has elements of the deep state deeply embedded in it. Where am I going with this? Tish James, our friend over at whitecollarfraud.com, Sam E. Antar, you can find him on X as well, just put out a report that demonstrates that two members of the Eastern District of Virginia DOJ office have provided unauthorized information to MSNBC. There's a clue right there, of course, MSNBC, saying that there is not enough probable cause to go forward on the Tish James mortgage fraud investigation. Now, a couple things. First of all, people forget there are two cases against Tish James, one in Virginia, one in New York. The New York case is arguably stronger, even if she beats the Virginia case. But that's not the point. The point is that that case's resolution has not been briefed up the chain yet. And MSNBC is reporting that that's how it's going to go. They're going to report up the chain that there's not enough PC. Very clearly, this is designed to say that if they do go forward, it's political, it's a revenge tour by Donald Trump. They're using their office for political purposes. And as Sammy demonstrates, there are two charges here that could apply. One of them is an obvious obstruction charge, but also unauthorized leaks, unauthorized information. You can't disclose to a news organization what's going on inside a confidential investigation. That is a federal crime, unauthorized disclosure. Get a leak investigation going now, Pam Bondi, because this is one of those situations where the cover-up could be worse than the crime. Now, look, this is going to get delicate. You may end up having to pull records of, let's say, MSNBC reporters, and they're going to lose their minds. But you know what? Guys, that's part of the game. You get in, you jump in the pool, you're going to get wet. And that's not anything worse than what Jack Smith did to nine Republican legislators in his investigation. Pull the phone records and find out who these two leakers were to MSNBC. It's a completely legitimate investigation. There are two charges implicated here. And you know what? You may be able to get rid of two deep staters because this is deep state bullshit. All right? Let's go on. Donald Trump had the Antifa meeting today. And you know what? I got to say, it looks like it's going in the right direction. They're looking at a task force model, which I've been advocating for. I think they're going to probably use the Joint Terrorist Task Force. You can't take this thing off piecemeal, one in Seattle, one in Portland, one in New York. You take it all down. You got to go and have a coherent database where you're putting all this intel together. Why? My last piece. Because there hasn't been any intel. Because of Comey, who got arraigned today, who I have no sympathy for, and then Chris Wray, they did nothing on this front. As a result, journalists are attacked, cities burned, campuses get wrecked. They did nothing regarding this threat, and I have no sympathy for him. His nonfeasance speaks volumes. Paul Morrow for the Ops Desk.